Okay guys, so in this video we are going to talk about APM installation for Android application automation on Mac machine. So this is the Mac environment where we are setting up the APM, right? Now we are going to install APM in two ways. Like APM has a server component. So server component can be installed in two ways. So the one way is as a node package. So we are going to talk about what is node, but as a node package we can install APM server, and second is using APM desktop. So using APM desktop we can also install APM server. So using APM desktop, right? So APM server we will be installing first. Now let me put the notes here. APM server installation, right? Now let's first talk about what is node package and what is exactly the meaning of it. So basically APM server is written in JavaScript. Okay, so APM server, I'm just keeping a note, server is written in JavaScript. So JavaScript is a language which is used to write the APM server. Now what APM server is responsible for doing? APM server is responsible for starting automation driver sessions according to the request from script, right? So that is starting Android driver or iOS driver sessions based on request came from script, right? So that is the job of server, right? So APM server is going to be responsible for having a automation session connected. So the script will tell like, okay, what kind of a automation session I want. So it will mention those things in the desired capabilities, right? So desired capabilities means nothing but, so I'll just mention it here, desired capabilities are session properties. So what kind of session you want, and at the time of session establishment, the things which server performs. So in order to do those things, server need to know about few settings. So those settings, that information required for server to establish the session is being sent to the server in the form of desired capabilities. We are going to talk about it more when we will see the end-to-end flow of our test execution. So there we would be talking more about the desired capabilities, but I'm just here making a concept of like what is APM server doing over here, right? So APM server is responsible for starting a automation session, a driver session based on the settings received from the script in the form of desired capabilities. Now to write this server, the language which is used is JavaScript, right? Now JavaScript is a language. Now every language, like let's say Java, C#, Python, any language, we require the runtime environment for executing the programs written in specific language. So for Java we need JRE, right? So JRE is a Java runtime environment for Java. For C# we need .NET environment. right? So C Sharp we need .NET environment. Now JavaScript is a language. Okay, now if you have any program written in JavaScript, then you obviously need a runtime environment to run that program. Now JavaScript was like, the JavaScript is majorly used for client side validations, meaning if you have any web page and in that web page you want to code the client side validations, like whether the email field contains the correct data or not, means in the correct format or not. So these kind of client side validations are implemented with the help of JavaScript. So JavaScript used to be a client side scripting language more. Server side programs were not written in JavaScript because there is a reason. So browsers, they do have the JavaScript engines, like they do have the JavaScript runtime environment integrated into them. Now if the JavaScript program was to be executed outside of the browser environment, like if I decide to write any server side program using JavaScript, but then I need to have a runtime environment for it. Now when you choose the JavaScript for a client side scripting, right, the kind of client side validations, so this JavaScript gets executed inside the browser, and browsers, they do have the JavaScript engines, right? So they do have the engines using which the JavaScript can be executed. So there was no runtime engine available for JavaScript outside the browser. Like if you want to run JavaScript, you have to always inject your code inside the browser in order to execute it, because browsers were only having the JavaScript runtime environment available. That's why JavaScript used to be a only client side scripting language. We were not able to develop any server side programs using JavaScript because there was no JavaScript runtime environment available, right? Now Node.js is, now there comes the Node.js. So Node.js is a runtime environment for JavaScript, right? So the what JRE is for Java and .NET is for C Sharp, Node.js is for JavaScript, right? So it's a runtime environment. Now it got available, like the Node.js, in the form of Node.js, we now have the JavaScript runtime environment available outside of the browsers. Now browsers still have the JavaScript engines. So the people wanting to use JavaScript as a client-side scripting language, the way it used to be used, so the same way JavaScript can still be used. But along with that, with the advent of Node.js now, we can develop a server-side programs also using JavaScript, which was not possible previously, right? So APM is a server, as it is a server program which is going to do these things, the ones which I had already mentioned. So it is written in JavaScript. So we need to run that server, we need a runtime environment, a JavaScript runtime environment, and that is what the Node.js is. So we are going to first install Node.js on our machine. So let's go and install. So this is the Node package to install the Node.js. So I am now installing a Node.js. After we install the Node.js, we are going to install APM, right? So I have started the Node.js installation. So you have to just say continue. I'll say agree and I'll say continue. Install. So I'm not doing anything. Here we need to put the password. So Yugandhar, can you please put the password? right? So now the installation is in progress. Once we are done with the installation, now this is the location, user local bin is where the Node.js has been installed. You can see usr local bin and slash node. Here the Node.js is installed. The node is that command which we use to start the node environment, right? And this usr local bin npm is a public repository. We are going to talk about it, like it's a it's a repository in on our machine where all the node packages gets downloaded and installed. So we will talk about it, but just to make a point here, usr local bin is where the node is installed, and usr local bin npm is where the node package manager is installed. Now we are going to talk about what npm is. It's called as node package manager, means it's a utility which installs the required JavaScript packages on our machine, right? So npm stands for node package manager. It installs the JavaScript packages from a central repository to our local repository. So we are going to talk about what is central repository and what is local repository, but it's a package manager. So I'll say close. So now we have got the node installed. Now what I will do is I will now start a terminal. So let's go to the terminal now. Go to applications, I will say, and I'll say terminal or utilities, and I will open a terminal here. Now we are going to just see like whether the node is installed properly or not on our machine, the node as well as the npm node package manager. But let's before we have a look at that, whether it has been installed correctly or not and all, like we will also talk about what is the central repository here. So this is the terminal, and I'll just check node. So this is the command using which we access the node, and I'll simply put enter. So it has started the node environment. You can see the node environment. So now in this environment, we have got this cursor over here. So you can now write any JavaScript program statements you can write and hit enter, and you can execute any JavaScript program now in this environment. That is what node environment is, right? Now let's close this terminal and see the npm version. Npm installation has been done correctly or not. So I'll just go to the terminal again. I'll just check npm space -v dash. That is version of the npm. So this is the version of the node package manager. Now let's open a Chrome browser, and I'll take you guys now to the npm.js now. npm.js. So what is this npm.js? Now let's understand. This npm.js is a central repository for all JavaScript packages, like the JavaScript libraries. When the developers write any JavaScript library project or any node projects, they deploy those projects over here. Now APM server is written as a JavaScript program, and the release of that server happens on this website, on this npm.js. So what MVN repository is for Java developers, what NuGet package registry for .NET developers, npm.js is for JavaScript developers or node package developers, right? So here I can go and find the APM. So you can find any package here, APM. So this is what the APM is, automation for apps, right? So this is the installation. You can see this is a installation of APM node package, right? And this is the command. You can check here, npm I, npm space I stands for install space APM. So it will install the APM package. Now let's install it now. So I'll go to the terminal again, which I have opened here, and I will say npm. But before I do that, let's first check what is our current directory, pwd. So this is my current directory. So when I say npm I apm, this is called as a local installation. Local installation means what? The APM package would be downloaded from here, from this npm.js, and will put it into my local directory, where my current directory it would be installed in. But as it would be in the current directory, always if I want to access APM, I need to be inside the directory always in which it has been installed. If it is locally installed, I need to be always in the directory where it has been installed, right? But if I want to install globally, so there are two options to install node packages. The one is local installation and the another one is global installation. So this local installation happens in the current directory. So if you want to access that package, any package, it would be APM or any other node package as well. So if it is locally installed in some particular directory, if it is installed, so you need to always do cd in the terminal to get into that directory, and then you can access that package. That is local installation. But if I want to access, if I install it locally and I want to start the APM server like this, so I need to always be in this directory, users and this one, right? But if I want to be able to access APM from any location on my machine, irrespective of what directory I am in, so if I want to be able to access APM, then I need to install it globally. So global installation we are going to do for APM, because I don't want to go to this directory always when I would like to access APM. That's why the installation has to be a global installation. So let's understand npm I stands for install, G stands for global, and name of the package, that is APM. So as soon as I hit enter here, it will download the APM package from the node.js, this npm.js, and will install it into the global repository. So the global repository is kept on the machine in USR local bin npm. In that, the global repository is kept. So when you say -g, all your packages go inside that USR local bin /npm. So there the global repository is kept, and from there we can access. So I'm just hitting enter now. So it will start downloading the package. Here it has started downloading the package. Okay, now we have got the error here saying that the permission denied. Okay, so if we get this error, then what we have to do is we have to do this using sudo. Sudo is super user, that is admin user. So it will prompt for password. So please enter password. Okay, so sudo npm space I -g apm and enter. So as soon as I do it, it will prompt for password, right? So please enter password and hit enter. So we have to enter the password and hit enter. So once we will hit enter, it will start the downloading of the package again. Right, so please enter password. Right, okay, so as soon as we do it, so the downloading will start, right?